9 to 5 grind is dead, and I've finally had enough. In today's video, I'm taking you through my journey, how I decided to skip the trap, break free, and set myself up to make six figures fast. This is real, it's raw, and it's happening. Picture this, it's 6 a.m., your alarm's blaring, and you've got exactly 30 minutes to gulp down coffee and scramble to work. You sit through traffic, answer endless emails, and stare at the clock, counting the seconds until 5 p.m. Sounds familiar? Yeah, that's me. Day in, day out. For years, I bought into the 9 to 5 grind because that's what we were told, right? Study hard, get a good job, and work your way up the ladder. But let's be honest. Does anyone really feel alive doing that? I realized I did not. I was on autopilot, surviving, not thriving. And something had to change. So I made a decision, a scary one, but one that would completely change my life. It wasn't just one thing that woke me up. It was a series of moments, like the time I stayed late at the office, like the time I was the last one there. All of my friends were hanging out, living their lives, while I had to finish up some work, finish up some emails. Or that sinking feeling when I realized no matter how hard I worked, I was making someone else rich. My life was passing me by, and for what? A paycheck that barely covered my bills. That's when I started noticing the stories of people breaking free, entrepreneurs, digital nomads, people building six-figure incomes without clocking in every day. And I thought to myself, if they can do it, why can't I? It was time to stop surviving and start thriving. Now I needed a plan. I knew it. Without a plan, there's nothing. A plan that would let me break free from the grind and build something of my own. I started researching like crazy. Every night after work, every weekend, I dug into everything. E-commerce, investing, cryptocurrency, content creation, freelancing, you name it. And here's the thing, there are so many ways to make money outside the 9 to 5, but the trick is finding what works for you. It wasn't smooth sailing at first, being very transparent. It wasn't. I tried a few things that didn't pan out. But that's the game. You've got to experiment. You have to experiment and you have to keep experimenting, which is why I did not stop. And after a few tries, I started leveraging my skills, building something that aligned with my strengths and creating multiple streams of incomes. Now, I have to say, initially, the streams of incomes were more like drops of water rather than streams, but it took time and it took consistency. The more I invested in myself, the faster I saw results. Now, are you ready to escape the grind yourself? Hit that subscribe button to join me on the journey. We're building something bigger than just a paycheck here at Unfiltered Reality. Trust me, freedom looks a whole lot better from this side. So what did I do? What was my plan? It's not magic, it's strategy. First, I realized that I needed to create something that could make money while I wasn't working. Everyone says you have to make money work for you. Passive income streams became my obsession. I started researching like crazy. I started investing, building e-commerce stores, creating digital content, anything that could work for me while I was asleep. And it isn't easy. I started investing in crypto. I started investing in NFTs. I started investing in properties, you name it. I built a few e-commerce stores, didn't pan out, but I kept trying. I started creating digital content, which I'm still doing. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't, and I plan to keep doing it. So that is what I'm trying, even now. Another key, as I mentioned earlier, is multiple income streams. If each of your income stream gives you $10 a day, and you have 5 income streams, that's $50 a day. That's what, $1,500 a month? You can't rely on just one stream of income. Whether it's investment, digital product, or freelance gigs, I diversified my income. That's how I'm scaling, and I'm scaling fast. When one income stream slows down, another one picks up the slack. And trust me, once you start seeing that money roll in, money you made while living your life, the 9 to 5 starts looking like a distant nightmare. And speaking of smart moves, if you're looking to build your own passive income, check out stake.com. With just $550, you can invest in UAE real estate and start earning without the grind. I'm serious. I myself have a few properties in my portfolio from stake. If you're looking to skip the 9 to 5, this is a solid place to start because you start with much low, and as you grow every month, you can add in some part of the money and you can keep growing. It shows you the projections, it shows you where your investment will be at in 5 years, how much you can invest, and what the benefit of that amount of investment will be like. So start now, link in the description below. Look, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It wasn't easy. Every step of the way I had doubts. What if this doesn't work out? What if I fail? The fear of losing a stable paycheck is real, and there were nights I wondered if I was making the biggest mistake of my life. But here's the thing, nothing great happens without risk. I had to remind myself that every successful person I looked up to had to take that same leap of faith. And guess what? The biggest mistake would have been staying stuck in that office, working for someone else's dream, while mine slipped away, right? That is scary, is it not? And it should scare you, because if it doesn't scare you, I do not know what you're doing. Now, fast forward to today. I'm building the life that I dreamt of. I'm starting to learn more about the things that I've always wanted to do, and I'm starting to make the passive income streams more and more generative. Because I have decided it's high time to prioritize myself over someone else. I'm calling the shots, working when I want, where I want, and scaling my income faster than I ever thought was possible. But the journey isn't over. I'm still growing, still learning, still building bigger than before. The goal, hitting 6 figures, is just the beginning. I'm creating a life of freedom, one that's limitless. And if I can do it, trust me, so can you. Now, is the 9 to 5 dead? For me, sure, absolutely. In no time, it will be absolutely dead. Extinct rather. And it can be for you too. I'm living proof that with the right mindset, strategy, focus, consistency, and a bit of risk taking, you can break free and build a life that's worth living. You don't have to settle for surviving. You can thrive. Now, before we go, make sure to subscribe to Unfiltered Reality for more on how to escape the grind, build wealth, and take control of your future. This isn't just a dream. It's the reality I'm building, and you can too. Thank you and have a good one.